Hi, I'm Crystal, and today I have a project that is suitable for any flat bottom bag. This is part of the Give a Scrap Hop hosted by the Traveling Crafter, and I was tagged by Sierra at Cooley Craft Corner. I will link both of those ladies in the description box below. So this project will work with any flat bottom bag. So it could be a used gift bag or a lunch bag or a grocery bag. Any one of these is going to work just fine. The process is really very straightforward, but you do need a flat bottom bag. So all we're going to do to make a fun interactive element is open up the bottom of the flat bottom bag so that the bag is flat, and then we are going to trim it just a little bit. So I'm going to cut off the bottom so you don't have to be too careful in opening that up. And then I'm going to find the center of one side of the bag, and I'm going to cut down the center of the bag. I'm not going to eyeball it. My skills at that were never very good, and they have certainly not gotten better with time. So I will mark the middle of the bag here so that I can get that correct. And then I'm just going to cut down the middle of the bag. And now we have basically built our interactive element. There aren't too many more steps here. Now I am going to remove the handles, and I have a fun bonus at the end about what you can do with the handles. And then I'm going to trim off the top of the bag as well if I've torn it up. But this is your interactive element. Now you may need to remove a little bit of additional paper to get a nice fold in the middle. So I will cut off just a sliver on each side so it folds better in the middle. But then you've got this interactive element with some fun flip outs and folds. And it's suitable for really any type of junk journal binding. This is going to work whether you like a sewn binding, a twine binding, binder clips, coil binding, whatever you prefer. So let's move on and do the paper grocery bag just to show this process one more time. We're just going to open up the bottom, and like I said, we're cutting that off, so it doesn't really matter if you tear it up or if the bag is damaged. Open it up until the bag is flat. Remove the bottom of the bag. Then determine how tall you would like for your interactive element to be. Now I do like a journal that's 8.5 by 5.5, so I'm going to trim my bag down to roughly that size, and I'm going to mark it. Then I'm going to remove the top of the bag to be consistent with that size. Then I'm going to choose which side of the bag is going to be the inside and which the outside. The grocery bag folds better than the gift bag did, so I'm just going to fold to find the middle. And then I'm going to remove a little bit of paper in the center so that we've got that opening. And there you've got your interactive element with these fun flips and folds that will work with just about any binding method. So next I'm going to decorate these to show you what they can look like once they're all decorated. And then at the end we'll take a look at what we can do with those gift bag handles. So here are my decorated items. So I made a fun little Crayola mini. I've done one of these before. This one, the pages are chocolate wrappers, but here's my pink gift bag that I trimmed down to fit with my fun interactive folds. And it fits right into that little album. So cute. And now I've got my paper grocery bag. My paper grocery bag, I kept the little piece that said, please recycle this bag. I liked it. It fits in with Give a Scrap. And then I decorated all the outside of this bag to cover up the grocery store branding. You can see the center fold, but there's my interactive element with all the flip outs and folds. So I think this is a fun interactive element, so easy to do because the bag manufacturer has done the heavy lifting to put in all the folds for you. And I just love how simple this is and how useful. So with those handles that we removed from the gift bag, if you did paper crafting in the 90s, you may remember paper twist. So you used to be able to buy this in rolls. All we're going to do is remove the ends that have been, chemically or steam sealed. And then you can unwrap this handle, and what you've got is paper twist. So there's a fun little decorative piece that's the same color as the handle, obviously. And it is a little fiddly to unwrap the handle, but it's not any harder than removing the layers of a paper napkin for decoupage. If you do struggle with it, the other thing you can do is spray or mist the handle with a little bit of water, because the water will soften up the paper and make it a little bit easier to open the twist. So just a fun little bonus. And I am tagging Lori June at Sarcastically 60 something. I love her channel, and you can look for her scrappy goodness coming soon. Thanks for joining me today.